share. Hello there! Almost all of us are citizens of the online world, and the internet is the system that runs this world. The internet is so powerful. Indeed, anything can go viral in a blink of an eye. Whatever we say, post, or share, whether positive or negative, can immediately spread all over the online world before we even know it. But it is us who run the system. So we also are the ones who are fully in control of it. It's like... Hi dear! What is it today? Planning to update status? I just want to remind you.
Use the power of the internet to spread positivity. You can also stop the spread of harmful and untrue messages actually. By not passing them on to others, well, that's easy. And respect each other's differences, that's RESPECT.
Respect? Well. What do we have here? Thinking of something to post? Ooh, remember that one who called you loser, fat, and ugly? You can't let him get away with it. Go ahead and bring him on social media. Dear, ask yourself first, what will be the consequences? Will it result to something good? Nuh-uh, I don't think so. However, if you get mean and bullying comments, unfollow or block them, and also those with inappropriate behaviors. Make an effort to provide support to those being bullied to lift their morale and confidence. And kids, don't ever hesitate to speak up against and report online bullying. Now, to whom will we listen to? Aha! I think I know what to post. Treat others as you would like to be treated. Hashtag be internet kind. Hashtag it's cool to be kind. Share. How would you like to be treated? Simple as the golden rule says, treat others as you would like to be treated. Respect and expect to be respected. After all, what we give is what we get. So let's choose to be kind. Be internet kind. It's cool to be kind.
Mabuhay! Good day to all! I am your tutor Match. Welcome to ETUlay, a free online tutorial, an initiative of the Department of Education, Information and Communications Technology Service, Educational Technology Unit, ICTS EdTech. This program is aimed at helping and assisting learners from kindergarten, senior high school, ALS, Alive, and SPED learners. Aside from answering the modules, the ETUlay is offering programs which you will surely look forward to. Together with our parents and teachers, the ETUlay will bridge the gaps where difficulty and ease meet in learning new knowledge and skills. So, let us prepare our modules, pen and paper. Ready your mind to see and hear worthwhile and interesting lessons. Let us now study and learn, together with our volunteer online tutors. Tara na!
Good morning mga ka-ETUlay, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Welcome to our week 5 for our Junior High School Math Remediation Program. Ang ating programa ay mapapanood every Friday simula 10:30 ng umaga hanggang 11 o'clock ng umaga. At ito ay mapapanood ninyo sa Facebook Live with DepEd Educational Technology Unit at DepEd tayo.
Yan. So isang mapagpalang umaga po sa ating lahat. Good morning, Tutor Rochelle. At syempre, batiin natin ng mapagpalang umaga yung ating mga viewers mula Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao. Yan, bago tayo magsimula, Tutor Rochelle, sa ating panibago na namang math remediation program, ay batiin muna natin yung ating mga viewers. Yan. So sabi dito ni Chodeline Mikate Guerrero, sabi niya, good morning po, have a nice day.
Good morning, Theodeline. Shooter Ken, batiin din natin si Kerubin Gabriel Villamor. Good morning po, watching from Novaliches High School, SDO Quezon City. At ang kanyang advisor na si Ma'am Raquel Cruz, at ang kanyang math teacher na si Mr. Marlo Tamano. Good morning po sa lahat dyan sa Novaliches High School. Dito yan sa Quezon City.
Good morning din kay John Mark Alito. Ayan, kanina Tutor Rochelle, 10:26 ay nanonood na sa atin ito si Sir John Mark Alito.
Nga,
So batiin din
salamat sa
natin Tutor
pagtulong.
Rochelle yung ating batiin din natin yung aming school principal si Sir Benjamin J. Lamiter Jr. at yung aking mga co-teachers from Nara National High School at sa buong SDO Palawan.
Yan, good morning po SDO Palawan. Welcome po sa aming session for today. Binabati ko rin ang aming school principal, si Mr. Alvin D. Angus at ang lahat ng aming teachers sa Shelito Zamora Junior High School at lahat ng mga nasa SDO Caloocan.
Ayan, so good AM po watching from SDO Olongapo. So thank you po Ma'am Shelly Marie Daniel.
Yan. So, Tutor, ano nga ba yung nangyari sa atin last week? At ano nga ba yung mga
Ayan.
na-discuss natin?
Ayan. So last week Tutor Rochelle ay pinag-usapan niya natin yung tungkol sa special products. Kung paano ba natin mas mapapabilis yung pagmumultiply ng ating mga polynomial. So unang-una, so i-recall natin yung product of the sum and difference of two terms. So kapag nagmumultiply tayo ng product of sum and difference of two terms, so ito yung sinusundan nating pattern. So we have the quantity of x plus y times the quantity of x minus y. So kung mapapansin nyo, yung unang sign natin plus, yung pangalawang sign natin ay minus. So ang gagawin lang natin dito, we will just get the difference of the squares of those terms. Kaya naman we have x squared minus 4 squared.
Sabi natin sample.
Ayan. So sample tayo, Tutor Rochelle. So halimbawa, meron tayong the quantity of 4a plus 5b times the quantity of 4a minus 5b. So kung mapapansin nyo, parehas yung terms nila, di ba? Nagkaiba lang sila sa sign. Yung isa ay positive, yung isa ay negative. So we will just use the pattern. We will just get the square of 4a minus the square of 5b. So what is the square of 4a? That's 16a squared. We have minus the square of 5b is 25b squared.
Yan, tama.
Ayan, so let's have another example pa. We have what is the product of the quantity of 7s plus 2t times the quantity of 7s minus 2t. So anong ulit yung gagawin natin dito, Tutor Rochelle?
Ang gagawin natin dito ay we have to square 7s. Okay? And we also have to square 2t. At we have to separate that using minus sign. So, ang square root niyan ay magiging 7s squared is equal to 49s squared minus square natin yung 2t, that is equals to 4t squared.
Ayan. Yan. So aside finding the product and difference of two terms, meron din tayo, Tutor Rochelle, yung squaring a binomial. So if we have we have the binomial x plus y. Kapag kukunin natin yung square nito, ang una natin gagawin, we will square the first term plus
Mhm.
twice the product of the first term and the last term plus the square of the last term. So in that case, meron tayong x squared plus 2xy plus y squared.
Mhm.
Meron din tayo tutor Rochelle, paano naman kapag ito ay difference? So kung mapapansin
Aha.
natin, parehas lang, nag-iba lang siya ng sign. Kapag minus yung sign ng ating binomial, dapat doon sa kanyang middle term naman is minus din. So we have x squared minus 2xy plus y squared.
Yan, yung palang gagamitin natin kapag ka-square of binomial. So, magbigay tayo ng example, Tutor Ken. Sample naman natin ay, we have 3x plus 7 squared. Okay, so ang ginagawa natin dyan, we have to multiply 3x plus 7 times 3x plus 7. Pero dahil gagamitin natin yung mas mabilis na paraan, so we have to square first 3x. And that is equal to 9x squared. Okay, so 3x is the first term, 7 is the last term. Okay, we multiply that to 2, so that is equal to 42x. So 7 times 3x times 2, that's 42x. And we square 7, so that is equal to 49. Since ito ay positive, kaya lahat ng sign niya ay positive.
49.
Okay, 49. Paano naman, Tutor Ken, kapag ka minus
Ayan,
ang sign?
ayan, tutor Rochelle. So meron tayo ditong pangalawang square of binomial. So for instance, we have the quantity r minus 6 squared. So ang una natin gagawin, we will get the square of the first term. So we will have r squared. Since minus yung sign doon sa unahan, so ilalagay natin dito minus din. Minus twice the product ng r at ng 6. And then lastly, to get the square of the last term, which is yung 6. So by simplifying, we have r squared minus times r times 6. Ito tutor shell ay 12r. And then we have
Ayun nga,
6 squared naman ay 36.
56.
Ayan.
So, ngayon, magbabago na tayo. Meron tayong bagong lesson. So, ang learning goal naman natin for today is to differentiate the types of factoring. So, kung last week tayo ay nag-discuss ng product or special product, ngayon naman we have to factor. Okay, and the next learning goal is distinguish factorable expressions and factor polynomials completely. Okay, so ibig sabihin, ang ating lesson ngayon ay factoring. Okay, so ipa-factor naman natin. Pag sinabi nating factoring, ito yung reverse process ng special product o in getting the product. So, tingnan natin yung isang example. Okay, so the first one is the difference of two squares. In the difference of two squares, okay, the given would be x squared minus y squared is equal to, okay, x plus y or quantity x plus y and quantity x minus y. Kung mapapansin natin, okay, x squared here is a perfect square and y here is also a perfect square. At nakaseparate yan ng minus or minus sign. So what are we going to do? If we have an example given like this, example is a squared minus 49. How are we going to get the factor of this one is, unahin natin ay, okay, let's magbigay na tayo ng dalawang close and open parentheses para mas mabilis. Okay? So next is, we get the square root of a squared. The square root of a squared is a, and we also get the square root of 49. The square root of 49 is 7. Ayan. So, anong gagamitin natin ngayon kapag nakuha na natin yung a at 7? we simply write it this way. So, one is a plus 7, dahil plus yon, and the other would be a minus 7. Okay? So, ito na yung pinaka-sagot. Yan. Another example, magbigay pa tayo. Okay? So, in number 2, we have 49b squared minus 16. Kung mapapansin natin, 49b squared is a perfect square and 16 is also a perfect square. So kapag perfect square yan, gaano kabilis yan natin kasagutan? We get first we write a close and open parenthesis, and then we get the square root of 49b squared. And what is the square root of 49b squared? That is equal to 7b. How about the square root of 16? That is equal to 4. So, anong gagawin natin sa dalawang to? We have to write it in one is positive and the other is a negative. So, sulat natin. That is 7b plus 4 and the other would be 7b minus 4. So, nakukuha na ba? Magbigay pa tayo ng isa. Okay, so number 3. Okay, so we have 9a squared minus 25. Again, kung mapapansin natin, 9a squared is a perfect square and 25 is also a perfect square. Tatandaan natin, lagi yang naka-separate or laging naka-minus sign yan. Kapag plus yung sign yan, hindi natin pwedeng gamitin yung difference of two square. Okay? So what we do first is we write a close and open parenthesis, and then we get the square root of 9a squared. Ano square root niyan? That is 3a. How about the square root of 25? That is 5. And then what do we do with 3a and 5? Okay, we write it as a sum, 3a plus 5, and we also write it as a difference, that is 3a minus 5. Diba, madali lang? Madali lang yan sinusulat. Okay? So, let's have another example, which is number 4. Okay. How about if we're going to get the factor of 81a raised to 4 minus 16b raised to 8. Okay, again, we write a close and open parenthesis, and then we get the square root of 81a raised to 4. That is equal to 81 squared, that is 9, and a square root of a raised to 4, that is a squared. Yung kabila naman, so that's 16b raised to 8, or the square root of 16b raised to 8, that is equal to 4b raised to 4. Kung mapapansin natin, let's write it as sum, that is a squared plus b plus 4b raised to 4. And the other one would be 9a squared minus 4b squared. So, hindi tayo dito mag-stop. Kasi, kung makikita natin, okay, 9a squared minus 4b squared is still a difference of 2 squared. Or, factorable pa rin yan. Meron pa rin yang perfect square. So, kapag meron pa rin, if this one is still a perfect square, ang gagawin natin ay we still get the square root of 9a squared, and that is equal to 3a. And how about the other one? We get the square root of 4b squared, that is equal to 2b squared. So again, we write this one as a sum and as a difference. So syempre, isasama natin tong 9a squared plus 4b squared. We write it this way. Medyo mahaba, pero tingnan natin. So, ito yon 9a squared plus 4b raised to 4 times 3a plus 2b squared times quantity 3a minus 2b squared. So, ito yung sum niya at ito yung difference. Nakuha kaya nila, Tutor Ken? Ang haba ng paliwanag ko.
Tutor Rochelle, pero mahalaga siguro Tutor Rochelle. Ating mga viewers, siguro mahalaga tandaan nila na a polynomial is said to be completely factored if none of its factors can be factored. So, dapat i-check nila talaga kung pwede ba siya i-factor or hindi na.
Oo, ito nga lagi yung mali, di ba? Parang tapos na, tapos hindi na natin na-check yung pinaka-last term. Tutor Ken, sabi ni Stephen Kitsonga, pa-shout out naman, Sir Ken. Wow, pagpalain daw. Okay, so tingnan natin kung ready na silang sumagot sa ating activity for today. So, ang gagawin lang nila, Tutor Ken, ay they have to factor the following numbers. So, ang gagawin lang niya ay you type the number, example, it's number 1, and then the letter of your answer. So, titignan lang natin dito ano yung tamang sagot o ano yung tamang factor ng 1 minus 81b squared. Again, ano yung factor ng 1 minus 81b squared? Hihintayin namin yung sagot ni Tutor Ken sa ating
Yan,
chat.
hihintayin namin ang inyong answer ha sa ating comment section.
Mhm. Oh, may mga sagot na. Si Kerubin may sagot na.
Oo, meron
Ano
na Tutor
kaya?
Rochelle, si Kerubin Gabriel Villamor. Ayan, so
Mhm.
sabi niya, excited na po ako ulit sa online tutorial po. Wow. At balik tanaw po ng aralin po.
Oh, si Sheila Maiden. Watching from SDO Olonga po. Sheila May Daniel. Mhm. Ayan. So, let's have, ano ba sagot dyan? Tama ba? Tama ba si Kerubin? Tama ba? So, ang sagot ay 1 minus 81b square is equal to A, that is 1 plus 9b, and that is 1 minus 9b.
9B.
How about number 2? If we have 100 minus y raised to 4, 100 minus y raised to 4, ano kaya ang sagot dyan? Hi, Joey Kim Concepcion. Sabi niya, hi po, ma'am.
Yan, hintayin
Okay,
namin sa
namin yung
comment
sagot
section
nyo.
ha. So, di ba Tutor Rochelle, a difference of two squares. So, i-express lang natin to as a product of sum and difference
And,
of two terms.
So, syempre, i-square root nila yung 100 at i-square root din nila yung y raised to 4. Tapos, yung isa na, susulat na nila na yan as sum and difference. Ayan. So, definitely, ang answer natin dyan ay, very good si Kerubin na sipag na mag-answer. So, letter B. How about number 3? Okay. If we have x squared minus 64, if we have x squared minus 64, ano kaya ang sagot dyan? Si AJ Zambrano, sabi niya B. Si Kerubin din, sabi niya B po. Ayan. Number 2 is B kanina. How about number 3? Tignan natin kung tama ang sagot. Okay. Again, paano kukunin yan, Tutor Ken? Paano nila kukunin yung sagot sa number 3?
Ayan, ang gagawin lang natin, Tutor Rochelle, ay kukunin natin yung square root muna ng each term. So, kukunin natin yung square root ni x squared at yung square root ni 64. And then, i-express natin siya as product ng sum and difference of two terms. Ayan. So, si Sir AJ Sembrano. Ayan. Salamat, sir, sa panonood. Sabi niya, Tutor Rochelle, B daw po.
Sabi rin
Pati
ni
si
Jared B.
Jared Pelan, B.
Yan. So, may number 3 is, yan. Tama sila, B. Kasi 8 times 8, that is 64. X times X, that is X squared. How about number 4? Tingnan nga natin. Nakakalito na ba itong number 4? We have 49x squared minus b raised to 4. 49x squared minus b raised to 4. Ano kaya ito? Madali lang yan. Alam ko makukuha yan. Makukuha yan ni Kerubin. So, pwede naman silang sumagot. Okay, hintayin namin yung sagot ninyo para tingnan natin kung sabi niyo, C po. C? May sagot na si
Tutor Rochelle,
Kerubin.
C daw po. Sabi ni from Novaliches High School siya. Ito, di ba? Tutor Rochelle?
Opo.
Yan, C daw po. Sabi naman ni Ma'am Socrates Estela, good morning po, watching from Tangob City National High School.
Saan kaya ito?
Ayan. Rochelle, ano kayang sagot natin dito sa number 4?
It's letter C.
Yan.
Okay.
Yan.
7x plus b square times 7x minus b square. Last, tinan natin itong number 5. So we have 16y raised to 4 minus 1. 16y raised to 4 minus 1. Okay. So meron tayong choices dito na meron siyang 3 na sagot. 3 na naka-close and open parenthesis. Nga natin
Tutor
kung
Rochelle,
makukuha
sabi ni
niya.
Kerubin dito, sabi niya hindi pa daw nila nalilesson ito pero nag-a-advance lesson na daw po siya.
Very good naman. Anong grade ka ba kay Rubin? Ako si Manilyn SFC yan ako po. Very good yan. Number 5, we have, tingnan natin kung anong sagot. Mahirap ba? Mahirap ba yung yung choices natin?
Ayan, sabi ni Sir Armor Magbanwa, good morning po. Good morning, Sir Armor.
So
And
let's
Tutor
start.
Rochelle, marami nang sumagot dito.
Okay, so we have
Merong
here,
B, meron ding B.
ano kaya? Tingnan natin. Ano ang pinagkaiba? So, number 5 is letter D. Yan. Bakit hindi yung isa? Kasi yung isa ay factorable pa. Kung ibabalik natin, this one is, okay? So, yung 4y squared ay factorable. Okay?
Opo, dapat i-factor natin siya completely.
Ayan. Ito naman, Tutor Ken, paano naman yung perfect square trinomial o yung PST?
Ayan. Okay, so ngayon, aside from doon sa factoring difference of two squares, meron naman tayong factoring perfect square trinomials. So for example, meron tayong trinomial na x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. Ito ay magiging the square of the quantity x plus y. So, and then we have x squared minus 2xy plus y squared. This is equal to the square of x minus y. So, lagi nating tatandaan na a perfect square trinomial can be expressed as a square of a binomial.
Some example, Tutor Ken?
Ayan. So, for example, we have a squared plus 12a plus 36. So, we have, yan. So, mapapansin natin, are both a squared and 36 perfect square? Perfect square ba sila?
Yes.
Yes.
Tapos?
Ano ba yung square root ng a squared and nung 36?
So, pag kinignan natin yan,
so, ang square root ng a squared is a, and the square root of 36 is 6.
So, yun ang sagot natin. And the last is?
Now, last is the middle term twice the product of a and
a and 6.
So, 2 times a times 6, yan ay 12a, yes.
Yes. So, therefore, yan ay perfect square trinomial wherein that is quantity a plus 6 squared. So, yun yung kanyang factor. Para naman yung isa pa, Tutor Ken, yung mas mabilis na pagpa-factor. Tingnan natin. If we have 4a squared minus 12ab plus 9y squared. So, ang gagawin muna natin, we square the first term, or we get the square root of the first term, which is 4a squared is equal to 2. And then we have the square root of 9b squared, which is 3b. At multiply natin yung dalawang yan sa 2, which is 2 times 2a times 3b is equal to 12ab. So, pagka Nakuha natin yung 12AB, which is the middle term. So, therefore, that is a perfect square trinomial. Ang factor niyan ay 3A minus 3B squared. Okay? Or the quantity of 2A minus 3B squared. Okay? So, kapag yung middle term natin ay multiply natin sa 2 with our first and the last term, okay, ibig sabihin, kukopyahin lang natin yung 2A and then 3B. Okay? Since this is minus, we get the negative sign, minus sign, and then we square that binomial. Okay? So, yun nga natin kung kaya nilang sagutin to. Tutor Ken, is this
Ayan.
APST or not? So, x squared minus 4x plus 4. So, ang gagawin muna natin ay, so, ang sasagot nyo lang sa ating comment section ay, is this PST or not? Okay, so is this x squared? What is the square root of x squared? That is x. And what is the square root of 4? That is 2. And then we multiply that to 2 times x times 2. Is this APST or not? Yan nga natin. Ay, wow, ang galing ni Kerubin. Ang square root po ng 36 ay 6. Tama. Kanina yan eh. Ay, grade 7 pala to si Kerubin, Tutor Ken. Pero anong pang grade nga level tong dinidiscuss natin?
Pang grade 8 ito, Tutor Rochelle. Ayan, advanced na
Wow!
po, diba?
Oh, advanced na siya talaga. So, ang sagot ni Kerubin ay PST.
PST daw po, perfect square trinomial.
Ayan. So, plan natin. That is correct. How about, at ang kanyang factor ay quantity x plus 2 square. Okay? So, how about number 2? Number 2, Tutor Ken.
Ayan, itong number 2, yung x squared minus 16x plus 64. Is this PST or not? Yan, lagay nyo lang sa ating comment section ha. Kapag PST, lagay nyo number 2, PST. Kapag hindi naman not. Okay? Yan. So, ano, Tutor Rochelle, i-ano na natin?
So, this is x squared. Tapos yung sa dulo, that it is x. And this
X.
one is, the square root of
8.
64 is 8. Tapos, multiply natin yan by 2. Okay?
Ayan. So,
May
dahil
sagot na ba
nag-equal
sila,
siya,
Tutor Ken? Number 2?
meron na, Tutor Rochelle. Sabi ni Kirobin ay PST po. PST daw po ito.
Magiging regular, tuti natin si Kerubin. Okay, so the answer is very good. It's PST. How about, okay, so the factor is 8 plus, x plus 8 squared. Okay, so next, number 3.
Ayan. So, number 3. How about this one? H squared minus 21h plus 49. Is this a PST or not?
Okay, so square natin, let's get the square root of h, h squared, that is h, and the square root of 49, that is 7. And then we multiply that to 2. 2 times h times 7. Check lang natin yung middle term. Ayan. Number 3. Yan, meron na yung sumasagot. So that is equal to, syempre not. Bakit not? Kasi hindi naman to. If you multiply this 2 times 7 times h, it's not 20. It is 14h. Pero 21 to. So therefore, it is not. Okay? So hindi natin yan makukuha. Walang factor yan. Kasi it's not a perfect square trinomial. How about number 4?
Sabi ni Socrates, Stella, no daw po yung kanina sa number 3, Tutor Rochelle. How about number 4? Itong r squared minus 6r plus 9. Is this a PST or not?
Siyempre, may keyword. Meron tayo mga keynotes dyan. Okay? Para mas madali nilang masagot. So, the perfect square of r, or the square root of r squared is r. And the square root of 9 is 3. We multiply that to 2, or 2 times r times 3. Okay, so, anong sagot? Is it a perfect square or not? Number 4. Ayan, ang bilis na sagot. Siyempre, that is PST. At kapag PST yan, kukunin natin yung factor which is equal to r plus 3 squared. Okay? So, last, number 5. Tutor Ken, paano kaya to?
Ayan, for number 5, we have 4x squared minus 24xy plus 9y squared. Ayun, Tutor Rochelle, may dalawa tayong variables na dito.
Oo nga. So, pero bibigyan pa rin natin sila siyempre ng hint. So, 4x squared is the square root of 4x squared is 2x. And the square root of 9y squared is 3y. But hindi nag-appear yung 3y natin dyan. Okay? So, that is, yan. Is a middle term nag-appear. So, we have to multiply that to 2 or 2 times 2x times 3y, which is our last term. So, is this a PST or not? Check natin. Number 5, it is, ang galing. So, lalabas po 6. Perfect square po ng 9. Ayun, tama.
Yan. So, not daw po, Tutor Rochelle, sabi ni Kirubin at ni Ma'am Socrates.
Ayan. So, syempre, if we multiply the 2 times 2, that's 4 times 3. So, syempre, hindi yan 24xy. Therefore, it's a not. Okay? Ang galing. So, well done sa lahat ng sumagot, lalong-lalo na kay Kerubin. Talagang nakatutok siya sa atin from the start. Okay? So, if you have your phone right there, so you can scan this QR code for your ETUlay feedback. Okay? So, ito lang yan. Pwede kayong mag-comment sa amin. Or, pwede naman, Tutor Ken. Yan.
Ayan. So, for your ETUlay online tutorial experience, you can use these hashtags in your personal timeline. So, ilagay niyo lang hashtag ETUlay level up, hashtag DepEd ETU 2021, at hashtag sulong edukalidad.
So, bawa na tama kayo sa mga sagot namin. Okay? Pwede niyong i-screenshot yan at i-post yan sa inyong timeline at gamitan ng hashtag ETUlay level up or yan mga hashtags natin na yan. Makikita namin yan sa DepEd EdTech Unit dun sa ating Facebook or sa ating sa mga account natin ng DepEd na ginagamit. Okay? So, salamat ng marami sa inyo. If you have comments and suggestion, you can email us at edtech@deped.gov.ph. Okay, muli, ako po si Tutor Rochelle.
At ako naman si Tutor Ken.
Kaya lagi namin pinaalala ang ating mga math technique at
ang ating mga matrix para tayo ay maging
math-technique. Okay, so kung meron kayong mga kapatid na mahilig sa storytelling, tumutok na at susunod na ang storytelling para sa K3. Okay? Thank you po ulit, Tutor Rochelle at Tutor Ken, sa another learnings po na natutunan ko. See you again, Kerubin, next week. Bye-bye!
Ang husay naman! Natapos mo ang iyong tutorial session kasama ang iyong mahusay na ETUlay tutor. May bago ka bang natutuhan? I-share na yan gamit ang hashtag ETUlay level up. Huwag aalis ha, dahil may susunod pang programa na pwede mo ring panoorin at salihan. Dahil naghihintay na ang iyong mga tutors. Happy learning dito sa ETUlay!